Show me your 401k balance. Show me your insurance card. Show me that you own a home.
I get a ton of matches on dating apps, but oh my god, the amount of ghosting happening is unbelievable.
So you really decided to take me out on a date to Subway?
Yes.
Do you not have money for something nicer?
These are the type of women that are available for you in dating apps. Welcome back, guys, and thanks for tuning in. Today we're gonna review these women's videos and their entitlement, and as always, give you my take on them. So let's get into it.
Okay, guys, here's a dating tip. I am 48 years old, and I'm only really looking for men who are approximately my own age.
Translation: I'm looking for a guy who is around my age, who is financially stable, and for the most part, those guys have their life together. I can care less about love. I'm looking for financial stability.
I do not need to see pictures of you at the gym flexing your muscles. Okay? Like, no. Show me your 401k balance. Show me your insurance card. Show me that you own a home. I don't need to see your muscles.
Run! Well, since you're going there, I want to know how much debt you have. What is your credit score? Remove the makeup to see what's behind it. Do you have any medical conditions? What's your body count? Do you have any kids? How many baby daddies do you have? What was the longest relationship that you had with those guys? It's only fair for me to ask those questions since that is important to you. Well, I'm going to get to ask you what's important to me.
To this day!
So you really decided to take me out on a date to Subway?
Yes.
Do you not have money for something nicer? I thought we were gonna go do something else, not this.
I do have money. I just don't have high faith in you.
Damn! Why would you say that?
I feel like you're in it for the money and not for me.
Of course I'm in it for the money.
See, that's why I brought you to Subway. See what your true character was.
You wanted to see what my true character was by taking me to a rundown fucking place like this. I got dressed this morning. I got up and I got ready and I took a shower and I did all the basics just to come somewhere nicer. I thought we were gonna go to Red Lobster, get margaritas, do something other than this.
I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
And you used the app.
I'm sorry, honey. I just did not have high...
You live by yourself.
Yes, I do.
And where do you work?
Papa John's.
That makes sense of why we would come here. Let me guess, you're a delivery driver?
Yes.
Pitiful. How old are you again?
I'm 22.
And you wanted to date me?
Yes.
You know, I don't think you should be worried about dating. I think you should be worried about your light bill. Because clearly you couldn't take me somewhere nicer, so I'm not interested.
Well, sucks for you.
Really work at fucking Papa John's.
Because I would have gave you anything you wanted.
But a date to Subway, huh?
I gotta test
You know,
the
that
water.
really proves to me how much you wanted me and how much you valued my time.
You're not worth $300.
I wanted to get to know you. Why does it matter where I take you? I don't have to take you to a steakhouse just to get to know you.
This right here, boys, is the perfect example. When I tell you that these modern women, they want to stay at the finish line and pick the winners. And this man clearly does not have the six-figure income. So this woman felt that she has the right to insult this man, to insult his job, the income that he makes. When I was 22 years old, I was working as a cashier in a gas station at night because I was going to college during the daytime. And if my then girlfriend, not wife, had the attitude that this woman had, she would not have enjoyed the financial stability which I enjoy now 20-something years later. As she tells my daughter, you need to look for a guy that has potential, just like I saw it in your father. You do not have to wait at the finish line to pick the winner. And you have a better marriage because the bond between you and him will be a lot stronger because you know what it's like to go through those challenges together. And those challenges will either make you or break you. Either you'll stay with him or you're gonna leave. But it is your job to stay with him, to support him and encourage him, even through the challenging times.
You're goddamn right.
So I'm a 37-year-old firefighter, and this is what it's like to date in today's modern society. I get a ton of matches on dating apps, but oh my god, the amount of ghosting happening is unbelievable. I actually got off the dating apps and I figured, hey, why don't I just do my thing? So I was going for a run one day and this really pretty girl made eye contact with me and I ended up getting her number. Guess what? She ghosted too. I guess it just doesn't really matter anymore. I'm just gonna do my own thing. I don't know. I kind of give up. So I was just making this video, and as I was about to hit next on to publish it, guess who texted me? The same girl from the park. Wow, what a freaking weird thing that's happening. Still, I don't really have any high hopes. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing.
In my opinion, the cold approach is the best way to go. But if you want to take this route, you do have to do some work on yourself. That includes your physical appearance and also your communication skills. Do not look like a homeless. Cut your hair, exercise, work out, get in shape. Be comfortable talking to people, not just women. Just be comfortable talking to people, how to interact with them. But don't complain that women do not want to take you serious or they don't want to give you a chance when you are not looking like a man that is being put together. It is mandatory that we do look a certain way because we also expect a woman to look a certain way.
I am currently really struggling to understand the universe's plan for me. I don't get it. It's like I have so many wonderful things that I can share with somebody else. And it seems like whenever I even get the tiniest glimpse of hope, just the tiniest, it immediately disappears. Like, oh, I went on a second date with somebody else and connected with them, and I want to try to pursue that. You were great, though. You were great. But I was just second in line, I guess.
Alright ladies, this is my public service announcement for you. Even though this is a men's channel, I'm going to give you some tips that you might want to think about. Just because you might be good in bed does not mean that that's enough to keep a man. That is enough to get a man. The last thing a man wants when he comes home is to deal with another man, to deal with a nagging woman, a woman that is problematic, a woman that brings nothing but drama. And that's the problem that a lot of your fellow sisters think, that by just giving sex to the man, that's enough to keep him.
And every time I say, that's okay because what's meant for me will find me. I truly believe that. But it's really hard to continue to stay hopeful and positive when just nothing works out. Like nothing. And I'm not going to settle. I don't want to lower my standards or...
Well, there you go. This is what the sisterhood has been telling this woman. Don't settle, queen. You do not have to lower your standards. This woman thinks that she is a 10 out of 10 and she deserves this guy.
Accept less than I deserve because I would rather be alone. But my God, it's so draining. Dating is draining. And I just can't keep doing it. So at what point do you just accept being single forever? I don't know.
You know how I was saying earlier that we men, we have to be put together in order for us to attract women? Well, women, you too also have to do some work on yourselves. Beauty and hot, it's not enough to keep a man. You have to work on your attitude. You have to work on your personality. You have to come to terms with yourselves that all of you are not queens, that all of you are not 10s. You do not deserve anything. You have to earn it.
Y'all, this is why I have 10 children with this man. What? This morning I was heading out the door to go and show houses, and my husband said, hey, baby, swap keys with me because I'm going to take your car today. And I said, why are you taking my car? Because he hates to drive my car. And I don't blame him. I'm not real fond of his either. And he said, well, I noticed the other day that your tires were getting a little bit balder than I want them to be. So I'm going to take it in and get all new tires put on it. And I stopped for a minute and I said, well, it's 2 weeks to Christmas. Do we have new tires in the budget? And he told me, well, you know, my mama and daddy sent me a check for my birthday a couple weeks ago and I haven't spent it yet. So I'm going to use that on your new tires. And I was like, well, aren't you going to spend your birthday money on you? And he said, well, there's no better gift to me than knowing that you're safe. So I'm going to put new tires on your car.
Now, what you just heard is this woman describing how wonderful her husband is. However, what you are about to hear next is this woman describing the other side of her husband, that to many of the modern women, this wonderful husband in their eye is going to be an automatic disqualifying.
This man is horrible with presents. He gives laughably bad birthday and Christmas presents to the point that my children will text each other if they're not home with what Daddy gave me. And he does not bring flowers, and he's not great with words.
And to the modern women, this man is a walking red flag and not a husband material.
But this man is spending his birthday money on my car, on putting tires on it, because the greatest gift he can give himself is knowing that I'm safe. So, you know, sometimes it's real tempting to sit around and go, oh, I wish my husband or my boyfriend or my significant other would do all of these great and romantic things. And we miss the true romance that's right in front of us.
I like this one.
Stop shitting in one hand, you know, and wishing for something that's not going to come because that's not who he is. And learn how to open your eyes and your ears and hear the I love yous that he's saying out loud. Yeah. Romance. Now, why don't we have 11 children? Y'all, have you seen that new mullet he's got? Listen, there's a reason the bedroom lights turn off, and I'm pretty sure that's it.
Well, do you women see the difference between the modern women mentality and this woman? This is one of the reasons why guys don't want to have anything to do with you. Now, you might say, I am not a feminist, and I don't hold those views. Well, how do we know? There's some things that you do have to do to distinguish yourself from this crowd, to stand out from them. But also at the same time, guys, when you are dating and you want to meet women, you have to take your time. You have to pay attention to the things that they do, not just the things that they say. And for crying out loud, don't make the woman's beauty the whole reason why you want to pursue her, because eventually the beauty will fade and you're going to be left with the personality. So choose wisely. And that, my friends, is my take. You need to watch your six at all times, and I'll see you next time.